Hi, my name is Paul Kahan. I live in Passaic, New Jersey, and in 1998 I had a urinary tract infection, and I went to my local doctor and he gave me 300 milligrams of Floxin twice a day for 10 days, and I asked him, I just heard this was a dangerous antibiotic, and he said, oh, it's perfectly safe, I even give it to my father. So I took it for 10 days. But after day one, I had a slight pain in my right hand. It felt like it was just a little bit stiff and hard to open and close when I woke up in the morning. And I called the doctor immediately, and he said, if you don't have a rash, just keep taking it. And when I had a penicillin, when I had an appendix out in high school, I had rash, but it was all over my body. So that's a reaction. To me, it was a rash over the body. I had no rash, and 10 days I took it, and I was perfectly okay, except the right hand actually got better. It stabilized, and there was nothing on the label that said any of this was going to lead to permanent chronic inflammation and a disaster. Nothing on the label said a small, tiny reaction is going to lead to a catastrophe in your life and cause permanent nerve, muscle, tendon, ligament damage. So I continued taking it, and to make a long story short, I had 2 tendon ruptures, and both of my legs swelled up. I woke up a day after I finished taking it, and I could hardly walk. Both my ankles were incredibly swollen, and over the course of weeks it quickly progressed to neuropathy in both legs and incredible pain. I had to go on a very strong course of steroids after about by the second month. I worked on and off with a great deal of pain. I developed a tumor behind my toes that had to be surgically removed. It was a Morton's neuroma, and I tried everything to get better. My doctors and physical therapists and acupuncturists said, oh, try bicycling, and I just tried everything while I was on painkillers to beat this, and it's just worsened, and I'm on long-term disability now. I'm on 15 medications. I can't work at all. I wake up in pain. I go to bed with pain. Every step I take is in pain. I use a wheelchair when I have to go shopping for food. I'm single. Nobody's going to want me because I'm in such bad shape. And there was nothing on the label that said that a tiny reaction is actually an indication that you're actually going to be swallowing a time bomb. And that's what it was. And this medication should only be used for very last resort for incredibly bad infections. It should never be used for common infections. And shame on the FDA. FDA, shame on you for not forcing the drug companies to honestly label it as dangerous as it should be, with the delayed reaction syndrome, so common, and it's not such a rare reaction that I had. And shame on the drug companies for lying and not being honest on the delayed reaction syndrome, and not educating the doctors properly through your drug reps. And the pain has progressed. It's in my hands, shoulders, and elbows. I just had a steroid shot in my left elbow, and the pain has worsened, and I'm never going to be able to get a partner because I'm destined to just be alone the rest of my life, however long I can stand it. This one drug has virtually killed my life. It's killed the majority of the cells in my tendons, nerves, and muscles from my knees down to my foot, and oh, I have to write this down. I'm such a mess. I can't even remember what I want to say. I was an executive at the New York City's largest nonprofit organization, and I was very happy. I had a great career, and I was a mountain climber, I was a skier, I was a mountain biker. I was happy, I was active, I loved the outdoors, I lived for the outdoors. I grew up going to Maine every summer when I was a kid, and now I'm reduced to feeling like I'm 95 years old. I'm on 15 medications for pain and neuropathy. These don't even stop the pain. I can only temporarily stop it by putting my legs in a bucket of warm water, and that just takes it away for a little while. I don't know how long I can live with this because I'm really not alive now. I'm barely surviving. The pain when I just sit is intolerable. My ankles feel like they're just burning now. And to express my pain, my sculpture teacher helped me do a sculpture years ago. And this is what I think that the medication did to my legs. This is how I expressed it. They're feet, and they're made out of, this is a cutout of feet in metal, and I painted it recently, and this is the destruction. This is how I cannot verbally describe at all how this has totally ruined my life. But this shows, ouch, I'm on my knees now. This shows the virtual destruction, ruin inside my legs. Drug company, FDA, look what you've done. You have killed the mitochondria and all the things that hold my legs and feet together. You have virtually killed them, ruined it. This is what I think the inside of my foot looks like. And you have turned the nerves into just pieces of raw strands that just pick up all the pain with no protection. These are an expression of a talented artist who's been reduced to a barely living entity, and I don't know how long I can stand this. So this is just for posterity's sake. Goodbye. That's my amputation. How do I turn this off?